The county is reporting 142 new confirmed coronavirus cases. That's out of more than 3,700 tests taken for a 3.8% positive rate. And that's actually the highest for a single day in 2 weeks. So keep that in mind. The total number of cases is up to 7,940. Sadly, we have 5 new deaths to report, bringing that total to 288. The number of people who have recovered, though, is over 6,000. So that number is looking better and better. Calls are growing for San Diegans to get tested for coronavirus in light of these ongoing protests. News 8's Neda Ranpor is live downtown to break it all down for us. And Neda, we heard from a doctor yesterday saying that we have to worry about this second wave because we've seen those protesters very close together in a small proximity.
Yeah, of course, we've seen those images, hundreds of people gathering throughout San Diego County, and many of them are wearing their masks, but San Diego County Health and Human Services Agency does want to let those protesters know if you've been in those large crowds, it may be a good idea to get tested because, as many of us know, the COVID-19 can be spread even among people who are not showing any kind of symptoms, and that's something the CDC director agrees with.
We really want those individuals to highly consider being evaluated and get tested and obviously go from there.
And that was the director of the Centers for Disease Control, Dr. Robert Redfield, and he says he is also concerned that the recent protests following the death of George Floyd could be a seeding event for a potential second wave. He reminded people a vaccine is being developed, but it has not been deployed yet, and there's no indication that this virus has become any less contagious. So at this point, San Diego County Health and Human Services Agency wants people to know that if you do not have any symptoms, but you've perhaps been among those large groups of protesters and you wish to get a COVID-19 test, go ahead and check with your healthcare provider. You can also get tested at a state or county site where tests are administered for free. People who are showing symptoms of COVID-19, of course, should also contact their healthcare provider immediately, arrange for testing, and if you do not have a healthcare provider, call 211 and a public health nurse should give you a referral. If you want to get tested, you do need an appointment. So again, 211 is that number to call to set up those appointments. There are county-wide sites. There are state sites as well in Escondido, El Cajon, Chula Vista, San Ysidro, and southeastern San Diego. Also, we should mention CAL FIRE is setting up testing sites for rural communities as well. We do have a lot of information on how you can get tested on our website at news8.com. But again, even if you're not showing symptoms and you've been among those large crowds of protesters, even if you've been wearing a mask, county health officials do want you to remain vigilant, and they say, you know, it's always safer to get a test done just to know if you perhaps are contagious at all. So it's just a good idea to get checked if you can. We are live along the Embarcadero. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, some good advice. Thank you for that, Neda. The city of San Diego is taking some big new steps toward reopening with some especially good news for people who want to hit the beach. Next Monday, East and West Mission Bay parks will reopen for park and water use with all parking available, while Fiesta Island will reopen for pedestrians, dogs, and cyclists. Then on Tuesday, all city piers and boardwalks will be open. I know a lot of you have been waiting for that. Next Friday, Balboa Park Central Mesa will be open to the public, including all parking.
I'm confident that as we reopen more of our parks for our families, it's going to have a hugely positive impact.
Vehicles will be allowed back on Fiesta Island beginning July 6th. Meantime, today, some beach parking lots in Carlsbad will be opening. The City Council voted to allow parking along Carlsbad Boulevard and at the lot on Ocean Street starting at 2 p.m. Residents had complained the parking ban was causing problems like speeding and littering in their neighborhoods. The state-run lots at Tamarack and Ponto will stay closed for